Alright, so I'm making fresh guacamole. I just cut these jalapenos in half. I've already rinsed them. And now I'm going to take out the seeds. And I just get a potato peeler. And you could do it in your sink. You could do it however you want to do it. But I just kind of like cut it out like this. And these are hot, so if you don't want to burn your eyes, I prefer you put some gloves on. But you're just gonna take the seeds out. And I'm doing a nacho bar, so I think I'm gonna do 2 jalapenos. Chop them up, maybe 3. Let's do 3. And depending on how many avocados you're gonna use, I'm using 3 medium-sized avocados. So depending on how many avocados you use, you don't want to use that many jalapenos unless you don't mind it spicy. It's up to you. So I'm taking the pit out. Alright. And now I'm just gonna slice them long ways and dice them up. And I bought this cool little container. It's like a big size bowl, but it looks like a real guacamole bowl from like a restaurant. And I'm gonna put it right into the bowl. And I'm gonna put avocado, onion, lemon juice. You could do lemon juice or lime juice. I'm gonna do lemon juice. A little bit of onion salt, garlic salt, fresh onion, jalapeno, tomato, and see if we need anything else. You always want to add the tomatoes last because you don't want to smash the tomato. You want to add it in when you've already mixed up or mushed up the avocado. So that's what I got. That's 3 jalapenos, cut in half, de-seeded. And now I'm going to cut the onion. I'm gonna do, I have like a medium onion and a small onion. I think I'm gonna do the whole medium onion. No, I'm gonna do the small onion. It's such a tiny onion, so cute. Okay. Just gonna peel it and then dice it up. And boy, do these onions burn. I usually have a trash bowl, but I forgot it. I think I'm just gonna do the rest of the onion. We're having a couple of friends over tonight, so I'm doing a nacho bar, and I'm gonna do like black beans, spicy Italian sausage, guacamole, jalapeno, and I got these little containers to divide everything in, so I don't have to wash so many dishes later. This is the process, and now I'm going to take the avocado. This is the aguacate. And some people cut the ends off and then they go like this so you don't slip, because sometimes these are a little waxy and you don't want to cut your hand off, literally. Especially if you have really good knives like me. So, look how easy that is. So you could peel it, you could just scoop it right out. And that's that. Just scoop it right out. I mean, and you could pull your avocado the only way you want. Like, the way you like to do it doesn't matter to me. But I've just been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to make guacamole or how to cut an avocado, because sometimes when you go like this, it slips. But if you cut it like this at the end, you literally avoid cutting your hand off. And look, you just go, it doesn't slide. Twist. Twist, twist, twist. And you have a little like dark part, you can just cut it right out. And that is that. Okay. One more. These are so good. I got them yesterday. And say your avocados don't ripen right away, you could obviously leave them out of the refrigerator, but you can put them in a little brown bag and they ripen a little faster in your kitchen. And the reason that you want to keep the pit of the avocado is because it's going to keep it from browning. My mom taught me this trick. So, I'm going to clean up this mess. I just peeled the avocados, cut them up, cut the onion and the jalapeno, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got the avocado, the onion, and the jalapeno. I'm going to take the pits out of the bowl. And then what I'm going to do is cut up the lemon, and you could just cut it in half. And what I'm gonna do is put it into the juicer or lemon squeezer thing, and I'm going to squirt it in here, give it a little juice, and I'm only gonna do half of one for now. That's that. I'm gonna get my handy dandy little tenderizer thingy here, and I'm just going to mix. You can use a fork, you can use a spoon, do whatever you want. Okay, this is all mashed up. And you can take stuff off like that. Grab a little spatula. Mine is a little plastic one. And I'm just gonna go like this. You just wanna make sure all the chunks are really gotten smashed. So I do all this before I add tomatoes so that you don't get crushed tomatoes. You want the tomatoes to be like diced. So right now is when I add onion powder, a little bit of salt, whatever you prefer. Could do onion powder, garlic powder. I already put fresh onions in here. So I'm doing garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and not too much. You don't need a lot. And now I'm just gonna mix this, see how this tastes. And you could do fresh garlic if you like. I don't really like fresh garlic in here just because it's a little too strong for me. I'd rather cook with fresh garlic with like sauteing or cooking, that kind of stuff, but not fresh like that. I can't do fresh garlic like that. So now that this looks like this, beautiful, I'm gonna dice up the tomato and put the rest of the lemon. Take this out, put this right here. I'm gonna squeeze this in here really quick, and then I'm gonna dice up the lemon, dice up the tomato, and then we're done with the guacamole. And like I said, you could do lemon or you can do lime. It's up to you. So that is that. Now I'm gonna add I already rinsed the tomatoes, the jalapenos, the avocado, because sometimes they're like kind of nasty. The lemons, the limes. And you just want to dice them kind of small. Okay, I'm gonna finish dicing these, add these to the guacamole, and then I'm gonna show you what I do with the avocado pits. All right, so you wanna really just fold the tomatoes in. You don't wanna smash them or turn them into mush. You wanna just, all right, okay. And then what I do is you add these to that. Bam. Now I'm gonna put the lid on, put them in the fridge, and let it get nice and chill. All right, so right now I'm gonna cut up the onion, jalapeno, tomato for the nachos. But first, I want to show you what I need to put on the stove and in the microwave. So right here, I got the late July chips. I got a can of Rotel and a whole thing of Velveeta. And what I like to do is I get the cheese, cut it open, and I like to dice it. But I'm going to show you what I do with the Rotel sauce. And I've already wiped the top. You have to wipe the top every time you open a can. I get the whole thing of Rotel. You could do the mild, the unspicy one, or I got the spicy. So I get the whole can of Rotel, put them at the bottom of the bowl. Then I get the cheese and I cut it into 4s. Drop it in there. And if you want it thick, you don't have to put any sort of liquid besides what's in the can. Or you can add a whole beer, you can add milk, almond milk, regular milk, whatever kind of milk. Just don't add water because that would just make it really taste bad. But I do this. You could do it in your crock pot on your stove. I literally wrap it in saran wrap and throw it in the microwave. And that is that. So I am going to wrap this in saran wrap, show you what I got, and I'm going to show you what else I have to cook. Alright, so I got the cheese here with the Rotel. I'm going to put a little bit of milk. And I just got whole milk. I'm going to add a tiny bit of milk to it. Just so it's not so thick. And then I'm going to get saran wrap. Wrap this up. And you want it to be tightly wrapped. Okay. Tightly wrapped. And I'm gonna put this off to the side. Okay, and now I'm going to put the black beans that I bought into the pan just to warm them up. And I just have them on low. And I bought 1.25 pounds of spicy Italian sausage. And I am going to just drop it right into the pan. And I'm just going to brown it. So I'm going to show you everything when it's done. Hold on.